Hello, Warden of Arnor here. Now, there are many ways in which people would describe Tactics Boromir as capable of breaking the game, but I am, of course, operating under a somewhat tighter definition, which only counts cases where he's really circumventing key mechanics of certain quests. But he does do that. So let's take a look at these examples. Alright, hello. So first we're going to take a look at one of the more major ways in which Boromir can be considered to break the game, which is the Road to Isengard quest. So of course, on the first stage, cannot draw cards or gain resources. So let's start the first round. This card is actually still here, and these resources are not. And so, of course, there's this whole balancing act that you sort of have to go through with how long you stay here, which will get you more cards revealed when you advance to stage 2, but you can recruit more of the Ents. And of course it tends to scale with number of players. Obviously, the more heroes you have to try and persuade the Ents, the easier time you'll have of it. But, well, of course there's a thing here. Players cannot draw cards or gain resources, do not commit characters to the quest, or so on. But there's nothing to say we can't play cards. Now, most cards it would be pointless to play, like, say, Darren's Runes. There would be no point in playing this since I can't draw cards with it. What I can do, however, is trigger Grima's ability to lower the cost of the next card I play from my hand this round by 1, and that card gains Doomed 1, and thus play Nenya for free. Doomed 1. So now we move into the quest phase, where I have to exhaust heroes to discard the top card of the encounter deck, compare willpower to discard a card's threat, and potentially place resources on these Ents to try and recruit them to my side. So let's do Aragorn, he fails. And let's do Grima, he also fails. Now let's exhaust Galadriel and Nenya to use Nenya's quest action to add Galadriel's willpower to Boromir's willpower, giving him a total of 5. Now there is no card in the encounter deck with a threat higher than 4, so he is guaranteed to hit. Yep, there we go, and we put a resource on an Ent. Now we trigger Boromir, raising our threat by 1 to ready him, and do it again. And again. And so on. So I'll just shortcut the process. Raise my threat by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So at this point, I have in a solo game recruited all 4 Ents. So let's enter the refresh phase. At the end of the round we place a resource here, and then let's advance to stage 2. And reveal 1 encounter card for each resource here. So we get a Ring Wall of Isengard. Gates of Isengard becomes the active location. Saruman and Orthanc are added to the staging area. But now we look at this, and I have all 4 Ents. Okay, my threat is 42, but I can deal with that. I've got Galadriel, I've got threat reduction effects in this deck. And I've got all 4 Ents, and I'm only revealing 1 card around because it's still solo. Having all 4 Ents obviously has less impact if you're, say, playing 4-player, because you're revealing 4 cards each round. Now, of course, this does depend specifically on having Grima and getting Nenya into play. So it's not all about Boromir. Though that said, I won't bother loading up the quest, but let's load up the deck again. And let's see, so obviously I've got 3 copies of Nenya. So I stand pretty good chances of getting it in my opening hand, but say I don't. Let's mulligan there. See, I don't have Nenya. I do have Elrond's Counsel, which at least boosts Boromir's willpower to 2. And then if Galadriel isn't using Nenya, she can just exhaust on her own behalf. Of course, I will always mulligan for Nenya. But, you know, if I don't have it, there are other possibilities. Like, say, I can use Grima's ability to play the Mirror of Galadriel for free. And then, of course, the Mirror allows you to search the top 10 cards of your deck for a card and add it to your hand. This does not involve drawing a card, so it's still allowed. And let's see, top 10 cards. Okay, so this would actually be a pretty unlucky setup because there isn't an Elrond's Counsel in the top 10 cards. So this is not absolutely guaranteed to work. But odds are reasonable. So in this case, I'd look in the top 10 cards. There, grab Elrond's Counsel. And then I'd have to just go with a 2 willpower Boromir over and over again. Of course, I'd have 3 more threat to play around with, thanks to Elrond's Counsel. And of course, you don't actually have to go for all 4 Ents. That's probably overkill, if you're really concerned about your threat. It must be noted also that I built this deck to be kind of a generic deck to a great extent. It's not built specifically to break Road to Isengard. It has the elements in it to break Road to Isengard with Boromir, but that's not the specific focus of the deck. So if I went harder at it, I could, you know, just fit in some more threat reduction, if that was a concern. Regardless, this is one case where Boromir is just a little bit game-breaking. Well, after this lengthy struggle through Flight from Moria, we have finally got the abandoned tools and found the right quest stage, Escape from Darkness. But, I mean, can we really last long enough to make all this progress with threat mounting up in the staging area? We're already struggling to quest, and our threats are in the 40s. Do not fear! Boromir is here! This is a little maneuver I like to call the Woodpecker. I exhaust Boromir with the abandoned tools to place a progress on Escape from Darkness. I ready him for 1 threat, and do it again. And again. And again. Victory! Okay, so just to finish up, I'm playing Assault on Osgiliath again, and this time around we're definitely not going to have that stupid problem with Power of Mordor removing all the locations. And again, just to make it more challenging, I decided to put the moon back up there, and I've chosen the Ancient Harbour as my starting location. So let's just get into this. Let's do a Doomed... Oh no, wait, I want... Now let's do Doomed 1, so that I can pay 1 for the Honor Guard. Stick Blood of Numenor onto Boromir. Just getting it out there in advance. Mirror. Yeah, okay, let's take Arwen's Council. When we discard Faint. Okay, let's just quest. 3, 4 against 5. Oh, Master's Malice. Well, let's say Tactics. Deal 3 damage to Galadriel and cancel 1 point of damage to Grima. So he only takes 2. And so I'm questing for 4 against 5. Threat goes up by 1. Maybe this isn't such a great idea, but okay. So I'll not engage the Mumak, and then in the combat phase, let's use the combat action on Ancient Harbour. I'll raise my threat by 1 to ready Boromir, and then exhaust him to place of progress, and then do it again, and again. One more time. Why not just finish it up? So I take control of it, and hit Control R, refresh, use Galadriel now, and it's the end of the round. I control all Osgiliath locations in place, so I've won the game. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. Thanks, Boromir.